devia ser un tolo, makewa.
I love DJ Max.
poem shall speak of the wretched sea that washed its these shores, of mothers crying for their young swallowed up by the sea. This poem shall say nothing new. This poem shall speak of time, time unlimited, time undefined. This poem shall call names, names like Lumumba, Kenyatta, Nkrumah, Hannibal, Akhenaton, Malcolm, Garvey, Haile Selassie. This poem is vexed about apartheid, racism, fascism, the Ku Klux Klan, riots in Brixton, Atlanta, Jim Jones. This poem is revolting against first world, second world, third world, division, man-made decision. This poem is like all the rest. This poem will not be amongst great literary works, will not be recited by poetry enthusiasts. It will not be quoted by politicians or men of religions. This poem is knives, bombs, guns, blood, fire, blazing for freedom. Yes, this poem is a drum, Ashanti, Ma, Igbo, Yoruba, Nyabingi warriors, Yohuro, Namibia, Yohuro Soweto, Yohuro Africa. This poem will not change things. This poem needs to be changed. This poem is a rebirth of a people, a rising, awakening, understanding. This poem speaks, is speaking, have spoken. This poem shall continue even when poets have stopped writing. This poem shall survive you, me. It shall linger in history, in your mind, in time, forever. This poem is time, only time will tell. This poem is still not written. This poem has no poet. This poem is just a part of the story. His story, her story, our story. The story is still untold. This poem is now ringing, talking, irritating, making you want to stop it. But this poem will not stop. This poem is long, cannot be short. This poem cannot be tamed, cannot be blamed. The story is still not told about this poem. This poem is old, new. This poem was copied from the Bible, your prayer book, Playboy magazines, the New York Times, Reader's Digest, the CIA files, the KGB files. This poem is no secret. This poem shall be called boring, stupid, senseless. This poem is watching you trying to make sense from this poem. This poem is messing up your brains, making you want to stop listening to this poem. But you shall not stop listening to this poem. You need to know what will be said next in this poem. This poem shall disappoint you because this poem is to be continued in your mind.
None can start without you, Lord. Omega, and this starts and ends with you, Lamb of God, who was slain for all our sins, Judas Lion. All our defense is in you.
Yes, welcome to the show. Lovely, beautiful Sunday with myself and I, DJ Mac, bringing the time to, I believe, what time is it? It's about 14 minutes after 6 p.m. And thank you for being part of the show. Merci beaucoup d'être ici. I welcome you, Serge Akpokli, Jeanne Gab, Sandra Dédé, Losovi Le Mignon, Yves Kodjo Lodonou. Welcome to the show. Junior Espoir, comment ça va? Serge Prince Agbodjan depuis la France. On dit quoi? Bonsoir à tout le monde. On est encore ici le dimanche pour le sujet du jour, pour le débat du jour. We are here one more time today. As you know, Sundays are for talk show. So I have a good lineup for you today. What are we going to do today? So in about 5 minutes, I'm going to activate the phone line for us to talk about a very pending issue right now in the whole world. And we're going to be talking about that. And also around let's say 6:30, I'll have a friend right here who will be calling to the studio. His name is Henry. He's one of the members of a group called Best Self Conference. He will be calling and be talking about what I've been doing to touch people's lives physically, spiritually, and emotionally. So you're going to be calling the program for us to talk about that. And also today, we're going to also have Hetty. She's a gospel singer. That's her song right here in the background. We're going to be talking to her around 7 p.m. today to talk to us about her music, what she's doing in this difficult time to help people and also to touch the heart of many. So we're going to be talking to Hetty at around 7 p.m. C'est ça?
Who was slain for saints, Judas Lion, all our defenses.
Donc aujourd'hui nous allons parler de ce qui se passe dans le monde entier, plus précisément aux États-Unis ici. En anglais on dit what is the difference between Black Lives Matter and versus All Lives Matter. That's the topic. Donc le sujet du jour, c'est quelle est la différence entre Black Lives Matter et All Lives Matter. Si je fais une traduction, ça veut dire tout simplement quelle est la différence entre la vie. Comment je vais traduire ça même? Baby, quelqu'un, Serge, est-ce que tu peux m'aider avec la traduction? Comment je vais dire ça? Est-ce que la vie du noir est plus importante que la vie des autres? Peut-être c'est la traduction, mais je sais qu'il y a des grandes personnalités ici qui peuvent faire la traduction. Donc Serge, tu peux m'aider avec la traduction, ça serait bien. Je ne sais pas comment traduire Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter en français. Donc, si vous pouvez m'aider, ça serait bien quand même. Donc, in about 5 minutes, I'll open the phone lines for us to discuss about this hot topic. And I hope you guys are going to be many by calling us on 240-608-9264. And you can see on my t-shirt today, it says what? I'm a proud African American. I'm very proud because I have a mixed culture right here. Donc, on va voir. Et on y va, c'est le show. Okay. Ok, si quelqu'un me demande qu'est-ce que veut dire Black Lives Matter, c'est pour cela qu'on a l'émission ici, pour que les gens nous aident à comprendre ce qu'on veut dire par Black Lives Matter. That's why we're having the show, for people to come in to explain what is Black Lives Matter. So, donc, c'est le show. On aura des gens qui vont appeler, qui vont expliquer ce que veut dire Black Lives Matter. Donc, c'est le show. Donc, patientez-vous. Dans 5 minutes, on aura la ligne téléphonique sera ouverte pour que on puisse aborder ce sujet vraiment sensible. So in about 5 minutes, I'm going to open the phone lines for us to talk. You know, Sundays are for talk shows, so I'm going to talk a lot because we are here to educate one another. So we're going to have people that will come in to explain what we mean really by when we say Black Lives Matter. What does it mean? So I have people here that are going to explain that. So in the meantime, in about 5 minutes, 6:25, I'll activate the phone line so that you guys can call. So in the meantime, let's enjoy some music. Okay, let's go.
Your name is Yahweh, 'cause I search all over and I know nobody, Jesus. Yahweh, that is who you are. Yahweh, Yahweh, your name is Yahweh. You are the Alpha and Omega. No one like you, God. Yahweh, that is who you are.
Amaba Yeswe Mahoy Agbamana Buna Mama Mauko by Yeswe Mahoy Agbamana Buna Mama Mauko Anamadon Kungu Yesu Wanam Chila Nyaraka Mali Magoni Nebe Magoni Ba Akpa Ayatama by Yeswe Mahoy Agbamana Buna Mama Mauko by Yeswe Mahoy Agbamana Buna Mama Mauko Ododio Nahu Nahu Yesu wetu chada Joya odo amareke mate mwachio
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 Amaba Yesu wetu chada Joya odo amareke mate mwachio
Yesu wetu chada Joya odo amareke mate mwachio
Tonya omiba Miba mejo omya Yesu go Nanya wodo na Yesu Chikadeke mashomya po Auba tuwa onya Ala rusikranya Nala muhamadeke mahona sigo Ayoto nonoka Agaji kweza sawo kujukuju Yatami kafu maude tae
Yesu wetu chada Joya odo amareke mate mwachio
Tonya omiba Miba mejo omya Yesu go Nanya wodo na Yesu Chikadeke mashomya po Auba tuwa onya Ala rusikranya Nala muhamadeke mahona sigo Ayoto nonoka Agaji kweza sawo kujukuju Yatami kafu maude tae Yesu wetu Joya odo amareke mate mwachio Ododio Yesu wetu chada Joya odo amareke mate mwachio
Yesu wetu chada Joya odo amareke mate mwachio
Baba Yesu wetu chada Joya odo amareke mate mwachio
Yesu wetu chada Joya odo amareke mate mwachio
Tonya omiba Miba mejo omya Yesu go Nanya wodo na Yesu Chikadeke mashomya po Auba tuwa onya
So we are here for the hot topic for the day. Welcome to the show, Israel Apecho. Israel, how you doing? Welcome to the show. I see you, Je suis Togo. Welcome to the show. Kafi Amegan, welcome to the show. Sena Boaten, welcome to the show. It's a hot topic today. As you know, there's a lot that is going on in this country, in the whole world. So we have a hot topic for the day. So the topic of the day is, what is the difference between Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter? Donc, c'est la question du jour. Quelle est la différence entre Black Lives Matter et All Lives Matter? Donc, actuellement, le numéro de téléphone, c'est le 240 608 92 64. The phone line is now activated. You guys can call me for the big debate today, 240-608-9264. Myself and I, DJ Mac, right here in the studios of Kiss FM. So you can call me if you want to be part of the show, if you want to explain to us what is the difference between Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter. The phone line is now activated, so I'm waiting for your phone calls to do justice to the topic. So I'm here, I'm waiting, because myself, I need some explanation. Okay, I need to be educated myself. I don't know it all, so if you know better, please call the show and explain to us. Yes, I see you. CCP Favor, how you doing, my sister? How are you? Essi Anyave, how you doing? Comment ça va? Senzuhu Ontikwa. I see you, Harriet Goji. How you doing? Efua Christina Bochi. Efua, how you doing? So I'm still waiting for my first call on this topic today. What is the difference between Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter? So please give me a call. Amour Riche, how you doing? Amour Riche, comment ça va? So guys, help me to share the link. We want more people to join in for the big debate today. So help me to share the link. Share it and share it and share it again, so we can have more people to join the show.
Yeah.
afraid to call. I'm still waiting for my first caller. J'attends toujours la première personne à appeler. Donc, vous pouvez m'appeler sur le 240 608 92 64 si vous voulez me donner la différence entre Black Lives Matter et All Lives Matter. Je suis toujours ici, j'attends vos appels. J'attends patiemment. Et on attend. Anas Wuru. Anas, how you doing? I hope life is treating you good. Welcome to the show, Esther Favor. How you doing? All right. Okay, we're still on the show today talking about what is different between Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter. On the line currently, I have Mr. Henry. He's a member of the group Vessels Conference. It's a movement committed to empowering and mobilizing a generation of faith-driven leaders to touch life and fulfill purpose, right? So their job is to touch life in a positive way. It could be spiritually, it could be physically or emotionally. So I have Mr. Henry on the line. Mr. Henry, can you hear me?
Sir.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. So, Mr. Harry, I know you are part of a movement called Vessels Conference, and your plight is to positively touch people's life physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So we have a topic for today for discussion. I know this is a very hot topic that everybody have been talking about in America here and all over the world. So I know you have been a leader in this protest to demand for equality. So I know also that you have the definition, or you can help us understand what is the difference between Black Lives Matter and also All Life Matter. I've seen you on CNN talking about why you guys are protesting, what you guys are demanding from the government. So I want to indulge you to help us to understand this movement, what is going on in America and in the whole world. So the floor is yours, please.
Obviously, there's been a very huge problem of systemic racism in America, right on from slavery to now. Has been this problem of the black man in America being oppressed in a very subliminal way, sometimes very openly. And in the past, it was through physical lynching and beating black men when they don't oblige to things. Now, the police system has become a system that has obviously taken up that role of really oppressing the black man openly. And we also seem to try to sometimes take it for granted. People have been quiet about it over the years. People are now with the advent of social media, smartphones, things are being recorded in real time. So when there is a police brutality somewhere, the black men and people are saying that, look, we are going to show it out. We're going to go out there. We're going to raise consciousness. This is not right. Organization. I don't want to even go too much about. I want to deal with the case of
Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry,
yes,
can you reposition yourself a little bit, because I'm having difficulties. Sometimes you are in and out, maybe the position where you are. If you can reposition yourself, because you are saying something very interesting, and I don't want my listeners, my followers to miss anything that you are saying. So please, if you can reposition yourself, and if you are done with that, please continue the discussion.
I'm sorry about that. So it's just gotten to a point where the black man in America, or anybody who is very conscious, is beginning to get much more aggressive, or like to speak out that this is injustice. There is a group of the community that are being taken for granted, that are being brutalized, that are not treated fairly. Now, it is true that all lives matter. It is true that all lives matter. But right now, we are saying that to certain groups that there is a people that are being marginalized, that are being brutalized, that are treated unfairly within their all lives that matter. So what we are saying is that it is important for you to also be a little conscious or concerned about that group of people. Jesus said something. Jesus said that, where is the other one? There were 99 sheep. That was 100 sheep that Jesus had. But there was one who was lost. And Jesus Christ, being a very empathic person, went looking for that one person. And that one person for me is the black man. And in this space, we want to talk about that person. You cannot say that all lives matter when there's a group of the all lives, a section of the group that is being unfairly treated. If you are conscious, and I love what happened during this protest, around everywhere, you saw all groups of people coming together. Mm-hmm. In one of the protests I was part of, I saw Jews, real Orthodox Jews coming out with their placards in Hebrew that are out. Latinos, all groups, all races were all out. And you see, it's only a section of the very far right who decided to be oblivious to the reality that is going on. So it's for me, one of the things that I sense strongly that currently the black man needs to pay attention to is that we need to come to a place where we are united. I was just having a reflection the other day, and I'm thinking we can always go out there and protest and call out there Black Lives Matter, but if we ourselves as a community do not pay attention to ourselves, if we do not build communities of help, if we do not build communities of economies to help ourselves, back home there is a problem of tribalism.
Yeah.
So our systemic racism is like systemic tribalism, and all these petty things are unconsciously things that have been driven to the black man to create division. We are just one group of people who are not united. And I feel until we come to a place where we start becoming much more united and we come together, we will always be taken for granted. So I just think at this point, we just have to come to a place that we are much more united. We support one another. We are much more a stronger community. And I think it starts from small groups like what you are doing now, Dr. Kossi. What you're doing now means creating communities where we will forge stronger unity. Then we will make our black race a much more stronger race. Because when people see us so fragmented and they know that we can backbite on one another, create division amongst us, they will always take advantage of us.
Yeah, that's a good point. So actually for next week, I have a topic next week. It's going to be topic number 2 on this Black Lives Matter. The topic for next week probably is going to be why we don't see a lot of Africans here in the diaspora and back home not involved in this massive movement. So next week, that will be a topic that we're going to bring out to talk about that, why people back home here in the diaspora are not involved in these protests or on this big movement that is going on in the whole world. So that will be another topic for next week. But Mr. Henry, thank you very much for the good work you are doing.
I want to just throw this particular statement out there.
Okay.
I want us to come to a place where the black people, I was telling a group of people this afternoon that we need to come to a place where our young men and women, we need to encourage them to marry right. One of the things that creates systemic racism and allows our black men to be brutalized is bad family trends. And we need to start speaking it. The good thing is that, with due respect, it's our family units within the African black community are much more stronger. But those of us who are growing here, mind you, next generation, our sons and daughters are going to be African Americans. So it's a concept that I want to drive into the minds of your listeners today. Let's start speaking about it. Let's start being part of the marriages of our children, so that their communities, they build very strong family systems that will be able to stand racism and all that in the future. Thank you very much, Dr. Kossi.
Yeah, thank you so much for your massive contribution to the program. Once again, I was talking to one of the members of the Vessels for Conference group, a group that touch the life of people positively, talking about physically, emotionally, spiritually. So I have Mr. Henry, one of the leaders who lead some of the protested in DC and was also on CNN. So thank you very much for being part of the show, and I hope that next week when I bring the second version of this topic, you'll be here also to make your immense contribution. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for what you do for us. Sir.
All right, bye-bye. All right, so you heard it from the man, Henry. He did a very good summation. He explained thoroughly what we mean by Black Lives Matter. So I believe that he did a good job. So I welcome you, Pamela. Thank you for being part of the show. Bismarck Avono, please, if you can call me Bismarck Avono. I know you have an opinion about all this is going on. I know in your state out there, Washington State, something happened this week. So Bismarck Avono, please, if you can give me a call and also share your opinion, I will really, really appreciate it. Elvis Danny, thank you for joining the show. Daniel, how you doing? Comment ça va? Ça va bien? Bijou Chambja, Bijou, comment ça va? Exaucé Junior Saya, depuis Pittsburgh. Comment ça va? Serge Akpokli, I'm also waiting for your call to call and contribute. I know you have something to say about this hot topic. So please, Serge Akpokli, we need your contribution. Sena Boaten, all the way in Canada. I know you have an opinion about this, so please give me a call. Today we are talking about what is the difference between Black Lives Matter versus All Life Matter. What is the difference? Why are we shouting that Black Lives Matter? Why? We need to know. We need some education. Myself, I don't know it all, so I need some education. So please give me a call. The phone number is 240-608-9264. It's a hard topic. I know a lot of people say this topic is very sensitive, but we need to talk about it. So I'm waiting for you guys to call. The phone line is still activated. 240-608-9264. Donc j'attends toujours vos appels sur le 240 608 92 64.
Ajaboro pe veti ni akulu no. Ajate pe veti ni keru tan. Ajame u pe veti ni se o pa. Satani ahobi akoso lejan me ibode mi o veti sataloye. Èmi dúró ìsàgbàlù. Mẹ́yìnbóde lò àgbàjà fúláwé mẹ́yìnbóde mi lò ìsàgbàlóye. Mẹ́yìnbóde mi lò ìsàgbàlóye. Mo àti èmi dúró ìsàgbàlù. Mẹ́yìnbóde lò àgbàjà fúláwé mẹ́yìnbóde mi lò ìsàgbàlóye. Mẹ́yìnbóde bóde la. Ìsàgbàlóye mẹ́yìnbóde mi lò. May bode bode lo, Isabaloye. May bode mi lo, Isabaloye. May bode bode lo, Isabaloye. May bode mi lo, Isabaloye. Oh, banakuna, nabi ambe banakuna.
So today we are playing a lot of cultural music from Togo. So right now we are listening to something from Ali Bauer. So I'm still waiting for your call on 240-608-9264 is the line to call. So please give me a call. I don't know why people are afraid to call today or what. Hey.
Ayana kunezila lule, oh ye banakun. Ayana kunezila lule, oh ye banakun. Nabiya me banakun, mayabe banakuna. Mayabe banakun, nabiya me banakun. Ayana kunezila lule, boye banakun. Ayana kunezila lule. Abae banakun, ayana kune tilalule, boye banakuna, ayana kune tilalumbane, boye banakuna. Oh ye banakun, oh ye banakun, oh ye banakun, oh ye banakun, ayana kune tilalule, oh ye banakun. Ayana kuna zila lule, oh ye banakuna. Ababa maya biwaye, oh ye. Ababa maya biwaye, oh ye, oh ye, oh ye. Manga kuraba, yelpiye buche. Manga kuraba, yelpiye kurane manga kuraba ipiye buche manga kurabe ipiye buche manga kuraba ipiye buche manga kuraba ipiye buche manga de besame
Man, I don't know why people, I don't know. Are you guys afraid of the topic? Why? You guys need to try and call because this is something we need to talk about. I think I have a caller on the line. Hello, caller.
Hey, how
Hello.
are you?
You're good. How are you doing today?
I'm all right.
Please, who
this
is talking? Sandra, how is your Sunday?
It's going. So I just have a couple of things to say.
Okay.
I personally, I agree that all lives matter. But right now, in this moment, like in this time of period of time, Black people are the one dying for no reason, just because they're Black. You know, like people have prejudice, like. Just because of the color of your skin, when you're out there, you have more chance of being killed for doing absolutely nothing. So people that are saying all lives matter, it's totally fine. We all matter. But all lives can matter until Black lives matter too. That's one. And I saw something last time somewhere which was really interesting. An analogy they were talking about if you like in a neighborhood and you see like a house on fire and you call the fire department. If they come, they're not going to spray water on all the houses in the neighborhood.
Yep.
All the houses matter, but they're not going to spray water on all of them because all of them are not on fire. It's just one specific house that's on fire. So that's the one they're going to be focusing on and make sure the fire is off on that house. So like,
So
it
that's
just makes sense to me. So people should stop saying all lives matter. We need to focus on Black lives now. And once we get that done, all lives will matter. So that's what I have to say.
Thank you so much. That was a very good analogy. Right now is the Black man race that is burning, not all races that are burning. So that is the race that need attention today. That's the race that need the more water to be poured on them to cool things down so that we stop the fire. So Sandra, for you making this beautiful submission, being courageous to call me, I'll allow you to make a dedication or request for some few people.
Okay. Hi, big up to everybody out there.
Okay.
I see Pamela, I've seen Didi Damu, I've seen Lydia, I've seen Sen Zohu, I've seen Serge, and everybody else that I didn't mention. I love them all.
All right. So thank you so much, Sandra, for your immense contribution. And it's a pleasure to have you on this show. Thank you one more time. Enjoy the rest of your evening and continue listening to us, okay?
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. All right, so I implore you guys to have the same courage like Sandra to call me. She made a very good analogy here. Right now is the Black race that is burning, so they need more water so that we can get the problem resolved. That's a good one. I see you, Didi Damour. Welcome to the show. Mr. Joel Dospe. Yeah, Joel, Mr. Joel. Comment ça va? Ça va très bien là? On est là. Le sujet du jour, quelle est la différence entre Black Lives Matter et All Lives Matter? Donc, vous pouvez m'appeler sur le 240-608-92-64 est le numéro que vous devez appeler. Monsieur Serge Pokli, j'attends toujours votre appel. Mademoiselle Azoumaro Lydia, j'attends votre appel ici dans le studio. Sewa Godjan, j'attends toujours votre appel. Et je suis sûr que vous voulez m'appeler, mais vous hésitez quoi. Ils vont m'appeler, j'attends toujours. Hey, Mac Wallace, comment ça va? Mac Wallace, il faut m'appeler. Call me my brother, Mac Wallace. I know you have an opinion to express right here. So give me a call. I'm waiting for your call right now. Estelle Dimbari. On dit quoi? Ça va là? Ils vont m'appeler, hein? J'attends toujours.
Amenye wozo. Amenye wozo. Ada jomedo. Jokamele me madedo. Awa metone ho madedo. Jokamele me madedo. Ametone ho madedo.
Hey, Harrieta Godji, bonsoir, soyez les bienvenus. Hein.
Amenye wozo.
Egbe a mo le vombo a yom lo. Nam le note kwa mi le vient là mi yom la. Oh.
Lengonami no piwa zoli lengonami azoli lengonami no piwa zoli lengonami unene choka zamano.
Hello. Allô.
Yeah, c'est moi.
Mi frère, bonsoir. Serge ya.
Serge là.
De Kofondo.
Mon frère.
Sobedo. Les jaloux vont maigrir. Jaloux, ça peut être doué. Ami. Encore, c'est bébé topic.
Je vais essayer d'aller un peu en français, puisque bébé va glogner anglais, mais bon.
Ok.
Donc, mais je vais essayer d'aller un peu en français.
Okay.
Et la question, c'est de savoir quelle est la différence entre Black Lives Matter et All Lives Matter. Donc, de mon point de vue à moi, actuellement, les vies, toutes les races sont les mêmes, ça c'est sûr.
Okay. C'est
la couleur de la peau qui diffère. Mais actuellement, c'est les Noirs, surtout aux États-Unis, qui sont comme une chasse gardée pour les policiers blancs qui sont en train de les tuer sans raison. Si vous vous rappelez, en 2017, on demande seulement un traitement égal pour tout le monde. On ne veut pas que les policiers se mettent à exécuter les Noirs sur la route. On veut aller aussi devant la justice, plaider notre cause et avoir gain de cause. Et si on doit faire la prison, qu'on fasse la prison. Et si ce qu'on a fait mérite d'être une mort, et la punition c'est la mort, qu'on prenne cette mort-là. Mais il ne faut pas que les policiers soient des juges sur la route en train de tuer les Noirs n'importe comment. Par exemple, si vous vous rappelez de l'histoire de Charleston, North Carolina, il y a un petit blanc qui était venu, il est parti dans une église noire et il a fusillé presque 13 personnes, si je me rappelle bien.
Ouais.
Ce petit-là, on l'a pris, on l'a mené dans un Burger King, on l'a acheté du Burger King, il a mangé avec du soda. Tu vois, au même moment, on a George Floyd, à cause d'une histoire de $20, d'un faux billet de $20. D'abord, il est déjà sorti de la boutique. Il est sorti de la boutique. Normalement, on ne devait même pas le suivre. Mais on l'a suivi, on a appelé les policiers sur lui. Il a même plaidé, il a même demandé, je ne peux pas respirer, laissez-moi respirer. Mais le policier avait toujours son genou sur le cou. Et je peux commencer à citer les noms. Trevor Martin. Il y a plein de gens. Ça fait longtemps que c'est devenu une habitude maintenant qu'on tue les Noirs en désordre. Ce n'est pas les Blancs qu'on est en train de tuer en désordre. Ce n'est pas les autres races qu'on est en train de tuer en désordre comme des moustiques ou bien comme des mouches sur la route. C'est c'est les Noirs. Donc c'est pour ça on dit all lives matter. But for right now, Black Lives Matter more. Qu'on nous considère comme des hommes, des humains, pas comme des moustiques, qu'on peut taper comme ça et puis tuer. Ou pas comme tuer même eux, ici aux États-Unis, ils ne tuent pas les antilopes qui se promènent un peu partout comme ça. Mais les hommes, on les tue comme des mouches. Et puis ce qu'on voit à la télé actuellement, ou bien sur les réseaux sociaux, c'est ce qu'on a pu filmer. Imagine juste ce qu'on n'a pas pu filmer. Il y a les délais. Il y a beaucoup de délais qui montrent que c'est une mauvaise habitude. Donc, je ne veux pas prendre tout votre temps. C'est ma contribution à moi. Je pense que toutes les vies sont importantes, mais actuellement, c'est les Noirs qui sont en train de subir quelque chose et nous voulons que les gens comprennent. Ça fait trop longtemps que c'est la même chose qui se répète pour les Noirs. On les tue. Nous avons des enfants dans ce pays, ils vont grandir dans ce pays. Et nous devons nous lever et marcher, faire ce qu'on peut faire comme les autres l'ont fait. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes aux États-Unis, aujourd'hui nous pouvons voter tranquillement comme des Noirs. C'est parce qu'il y en a qui sont levés en temps, qui ont marché, on ne les a pas compris, mais finalement ils ont accepté. Donc nous devons aujourd'hui nous lever et marcher pour nos enfants. Parce qu'on ne veut pas que nos enfants, nos fils marchent dans la rue et qu'on les prenne comme des bêtes sauvages qu'on peut juste tirer sur eux et puis les abattre comme des animaux. Ouais. Non. Donc, comme je l'ai dit, je ne veux pas prendre beaucoup de temps, c'est ça. Donc, merci beaucoup pour le sujet.
Monsieur Serge Akokli, merci beaucoup pour votre contribution. C'était vraiment bien. Et je vous remercie également d'avoir fait le sujet là ici en français pour les gens qui ne comprennent que le français. Merci beaucoup. J'ai un auditeur qui vient en ligne aussi. Merci beaucoup.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes.
So this is Hetty, and I want to contribute to your topic for today.
Oh, Hetty, how you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
Okay.
So in reference to the difference between Black Lives Matter and then All Lives Matter, what I want to say to that is that, yes, it's very true that all lives do matter. And no life is more important than the other. But at this point, just like the other people who have gone ahead of me said, at this point, we are focusing on Black lives because they are the ones experiencing all this police brutality and then all this discriminatory act. And what I also want to say is that even this Black Lives Matter, it's not just about police brutality. It cuts across even organizations not even promoting diversity of culture and inclusiveness, even when hiring new employees. And it goes back to even other people in organizations who virtually knows that a Black person can perform a job function, but they wouldn't even give them the opportunity to do it because of the color of their skin. So apart from we handling that topic by saying, okay, Black Lives Matter based on police brutality, it goes back to even organizations setting the right perimeters. I know they've put policies in place that we are diversity, we are all inclusive, but they don't do it. So my thing is, we should promote more protests because I feel like with this George Floyd thing, it has opened the eyes of not just other people who are bluntly blinded by this Black Lives Matter thing, but it has really opened the eyes of all other races to know that, hey, this got to stop. At the end of the day, it's murdering somebody. It cannot be right. You cannot give life, so I don't see the reason why you can take somebody's life. And I just want to throw this in there, Mr. Coach. If it was Black policemen who had killed George Floyd, who was a white man, I'm sure within the next 5 hours, those people would have been arrested, would have been charged, and would have been in jail by now. But because it's a black person who was killed by a white person, they are playing that political thing. So for me, yes, all lives do matter. But right now, we are saying that over 400 years of discriminatory against the black skin, and then over 400 years of building systematic strategies to not really help a black person to thrive, it should be over. And I'm very glad that it's not even American alone that is shining the light on this Black Lives Matter, but the global community as a whole has really been, exposed to this, and I think this is the right way to go. So we have to keep, talking about this. We have to keep protesting about this until systems are changed to.
Hello.
I'll go. And the point is not even about.
Hello, Hetty.
Okay.
Hello, Hetty.
Hi.
Do you want to reposition yourself a little bit because you are in and out sometimes?
Okay. Give me a minute. So, Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So what I'm saying is that at this point, it's not even about George Floyd or all this Black Lives Matter thing going on, but it's about our kids. I do have a black son. It is about our future, our kids that we have. So if it doesn't hit your family, if it doesn't hit somebody it's just coming. It's on the way coming. So we have to talk about this. We have to make our voices heard that this is not right and things have to change. And by doing that, I'm very positive that we are going to be listened to and things are going to be changing in our favor so that our children can be free to walk. To go anywhere they want to go, so they will not be afraid that police is going to stop them to kill them for the virtue of their skin being black.
Okay.
So this is more personal than just saying Black Lives Matter. It goes all the way to the skin of our color, and it's not acceptable. Okay. And I want to take this opportunity to also commend you for bringing this topic out, because people are a little bit sensitive on talking about this thing, and for you saying and for you making it at the public, I salute you for that. So thank you for talking about it.
And I can see that a lot of people, I don't know, because of the sensitivity of the topic, they don't want to call. But I implore everybody, this is a time for us to make things right. So your contribution definitely help us to go in a good direction. But before I let you go, I want you to listen to this music I'm playing for 30 seconds. And then I want us to make a comment about it.
I serve a God who picked me up and he made my life so beautiful. Thank you, Jesus. Broken and shattered, I was completely rejected and left alone, but lifted my eyes to the hills.
Yes, Hetty.
Hi.
Are you there?
Hi.
Yeah, so I want to know, what do you know about this song that I'm playing right now? The song that I'm just playing. What do you know about this song? Who is that?
Actually, that is me singing.
Okay. My listener don't know you can sing. Can you tell them your full name?
So my full name is Herty Koji.
Okay.
And I'm a US-based Ghanaian-born gospel artist.
Okay.
And I'm also a CCMA award winner.
Okay.
And I do gospel songs. Apart from that, I'm a family woman. I love God.
Okay.
And Kossi is my boss, if I can add that.
Nice. I love this song, man. So this particular song that I'm playing, what are you saying in this song?
So this song is, the title of the song is Ololufe.
Mm-hmm.
Ololufe is a Nigerian dialect that says my lover or my love.
Okay.
And pretty much this is a song that is like a love note that I wrote to God. You know how you have a spouse or you have that special person and you want to take time off to appreciate them. So the song is saying that broken and shattered, I was completely rejected. And then you came in, you picked me, and Lord, you made me who I am. So with our life, it just shows that it is by grace that we are where we are today. So me just giving appreciation to God, just want to say that God, you are my everything. So it's just a love note to God.
Oh, that's good. I really love that. So when did you start doing music?
As far as I can remember, I've been singing far back as when I was 7 years, way back in Ghana.
Wow.
But professionally, I've been doing the music in Ghana way back before I do. But professionally, when I started doing something that like the whole world can really enjoy, I can say it's like 7 years now professionally that I've been doing professional music.
I see. So, what are your big plans for the next 5 years?
So for the next 5 years, I want to come up with more songs, more soul inspiring songs that can lift people up in difficult times.
Okay.
I also have a 501c registered NGO in the US that usually what I do is that whatever proceeds that I get from my music, I go to Ghana and reach out to communities that need that help. So I also use my music to not to touch people. Minister to their spirit, but I also minister to the physical needs that they have. So I also want to use this platform to reach out to everybody who want to come support me on this wonderful journey. The 5 years time, I want to be reaching out to other communities that need the help as well. So apart from that, I want to go to the Grammys in the next 5 years. So I'm really trying hard to do good songs that we can all go to the Grammys together.
So to recap, your 5 years plan is number one, to develop your music career to do at a stage that you can go to the Grammys. And secondly, in the next 5 years, you want to be able to help people in Ghana, in Africa as a whole, to touch people's life. So, Hetty, thank you so much for being part of the show. I love your contribution. I can tell you, for the Grammy, you're going to make it. And you have an amazing voice. But before I let you go finally, do you want to do any a cappella, or do you want to do any a cappella for us before you go?
Yes, I would love to.
Okay, so if you want to do it, just hold on for me for a second, and then we can do the a cappella before you go. I know you have a wonderful voice. You have you came to sometime to my birthday, and you did some good stuff for me. So if you are ready, I'm ready for you. You can go ahead with the a cappella.
Okay. So this song is dedicated to every family that has lost a loved one, every family that is going through any difficult times right now with all the coronavirus and all the craziness going on in the world. I just want to tell you that God has a plan for you, and He is a way maker. He is a promise keeper. Whatever you are trusting Him for, He's going to do it for you. Way maker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. Oh, way maker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. You are here. Moving in the midst.
Yes.
I worship you.
Get it.
I worship you. You are here. You are turning lives around.
Wow, amazing.
I worship you, Jesus. I worship you, 'cause you are way maker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. That's my own.
Oh, man.
Yahweh.
Wow.
Your name is, His name is Yahweh, Most High, Yahweh, Yahweh, that is who you are. Hallelujah.
Amen, amen, amen. That was so wonderful. Thank you so much, Hetty. We love it. That was amazing. You got talent, and I can tell you that in the next 5 years, I'm going to be there at the Grammy watching you.
Yes. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. My love to the family, to everybody.
I sure will tell them.
All right, bye-bye. That was so wonderful from Hetty. She got talent, I'm telling you, amazing talent. She's dope. She's our own from Ghana. Onto Olano Sendeleme. I think I have somebody on the line. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, this is how you doing, Mr. Kossi?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Please, who is talking?
All right. My name is Latif Bonfo.
Oh, Latin Bonfo, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you, bro?
Good.
Yeah.
Can't complain. We are living. We are breathing. COVID-19 didn't get to us yet, so we're happy that we are alive and kicking like a bullet coming from a gun. Puyaka.
I get that. But thank you. I really appreciate the opportunity you're giving us here to express ourselves on the topic you have on today.
Okay.
I might say from the get-go that is a very sensitive topic, as you mentioned. But I would like to, because of your audience, I've been listening to you for a while.
Okay.
So I know pretty much your audience is mixed. We have Togolese, we have Ghanaians, we have people all over the world. Mm-hmm. But I would like to go on this matter in French. I even have a friend from Austria.
Wow.
Listen, following you or watching us or listening to me right now.
Oh, that's good.
His name is Ras Okanse. He's originally from Togo as well. Yeah. So I would like to continue in French, okay?
No problem.
Donc, thank you so much. So, je voudrais m'exprimer ici en français par rapport à ce topic, à ce sujet, un sujet très sensitif. Moi, je vois la chose autrement et je reformule un peu la question en me demandant, parce que c'est la question que je me suis toujours posée, de savoir, quand nous disons Black Lives Matter, or All Lives Matters, donc, nous disons que c'est la vie des Noirs est importante. Toutes les vies sont importantes. Faut-il dire toutes les vies sont importantes ou la vie des Noirs est importante? Je crois qu'une vie est une vie. Il n'y a pas, there is no such thing as black life. Il n'y a pas cette chose-là qui s'appelle la vie des Noirs. Il n'y a pas cette chose-là qui s'appelle la vie des Blancs. Quand il s'agit des êtres humains, la vie, c'est la vie. Maintenant, même si nous acceptons la formulation abusive par rapport à la couleur de cette vie-là, et que nous disons que la vie des Noirs, est-ce que la vie des Noirs est importante? On va se demander, la vie des Noirs est importante pour qui? À qui cette vie-là est importante? Bon, moi, j'ai comme l'impression que chaque fois que nous disons Black Lives Matter, c'est comme si nous nous adressons aux Blancs pour dire aux Blancs que la vie des Noirs est importante, il faudrait qu'ils respectent la vie des Noirs. Mais alors, toutes les vies sont importantes, nous sommes d'accord là-dessus. Bon, maintenant, la grande question que nous devons nous poser, parce que moi, je suis dans la logique de self-assessment, self-evaluation. La vie des Noirs, là, comment elle se présente pour les Noirs eux-mêmes, d'abord. Mm-hmm. Et je me fonde souvent que lorsque tu as ton chien et que tu lui donnes des coups de pied chaque soir, tu penses que quand ce chien-là va aller dehors chez tes voisins, eux, ils vont l'embrasser, ils vont lui donner des baisers et tout cela? Mm-hmm. Non! Toi-même, tu es en train déjà de donner des coups de pied à ton chien. Mm-hmm. Et maintenant, tu attends que les autres viennent embrasser ce chien-là. Ce n'est pas possible. Donc, avant même que George Floyd, déjà le nom même me gêne, George, j'aurais souhaité qu'il s'appelle Kofi ou quelque chose comme ça déjà. Hein? George, ça me renvoie encore à un autre slave owner ou stuff like that. Ben, j'accepte le nom. Hein? Avant même que son histoire n'arrive ou ne se déclenche sur la toile, il y avait un jeune Togolais appelé Amadou qui a été tué à Védi ou bien à Didouadin par la police togolaise, c'est-à-dire par les Noirs. Donc comment nous-mêmes les Noirs, nous valorisons notre propre vie entre nous d'abord? Et parce que c'est cela qui va commander la façon dont les autres considèrent notre vie. On connaît l'histoire de l'esclavage, la colonisation, le néocolonialisme, tout cela. Là, moi, je suis même surpris que les Chinois même ne crient pas aujourd'hui pour dire que Yellow Life Matters ou bien quelque chose comme ça, que la vie des Chinois est importante. Pourquoi? Parce que les Blancs ont constaté que les Chinois valorisent leur propre vie entre eux-mêmes d'abord. Donc, et tababla akwe besona, comme on le dit. Avant même on n'a même pas besoin d'avoir un slogan pour demander aux Blancs de respecter notre vie. Si nous-mêmes nous respectons notre vie, les Blancs n'ont d'autre commande que de respecter notre vie aussi au 21e siècle. Nous connaissons l'histoire, nous connaissons tout cela. Mais moi, je dis la vie des Noirs est importante pour qui? Pour les Blancs, mais pas pour les Noirs. Est-ce que c'est cela? Voyons un peu comment les Noirs sont traités en Afrique. Voyons un peu comment les gens sont tués à bout de champ en Afrique et à nos nez. Est-ce que nous nous soulevons comme ça? J'ai même vu une vidéo aujourd'hui où au Bénin, on a fait des funérailles pour George Floyd. Je ne suis pas contre, mais on demandait à nos ancêtres de demander à l'âme de George Floyd de se venger de cette mort-là. Mais et le petit Amadou qui est mort avait dit, tout simplement parce qu'il circulait dans le quartier en petite vitesse avec une voiture qui appartient à un de ses clients. Avec sa petite fille de 3 ans dans la voiture. Est-ce que ça nous interpelle? Est-ce que ça nous dit quelque chose? Donc, il faut voir d'abord comment nous-mêmes, je vais terminer comme ça, je ne vais pas trop garder la parole. Et si Race aussi veut intervenir, je crois qu'il peut appeler. Mais il faut d'abord que nous-mêmes, entre les Noirs, nous valorisons notre propre vie là. Il faut que nous apprenons d'abord à vivre en symbiose. Il faut que nous apprenions à respecter notre propre vie. Il faut que nous donnions les mêmes opportunités que les Blancs ont données aux Blancs. Et à nous-mêmes, que les Blancs donnent des opportunités, que les Noirs donnent des opportunités aux Noirs. Il faut voir comment les Noirs quittent l'Afrique pour avoir une meilleure vie ailleurs. Même ici, quand on parle de racisme, quand les enfants naissent à l'hôpital, quand tu fais la demande, l'application de birthday, qu'est-ce qu'on dit? Si tu remplis ça, moi une fois j'ai rempli ça, même sur une base militaire, et j'ai sauté la race de l'enfant là. On est revenu me dire que j'ai mal rempli l'application. Il dit, mais pourquoi? On dit, mais je dois dire si l'enfant est hispanique, black, africain-américain, etc., etc. Il dit, mais pourquoi? On me dit, it's for statistical reason. I said, if we're all just like human beings, why do we need statistics to know who? Pourquoi on a besoin des statistiques pour dire que tel est noir, tel est blanc? Pourquoi nous faisons une demande d'application, de travail? Tu dois préciser sur la chose. Que tu es noir ou bien que tu es blanc. Ça ne nous gêne pas, on ne dit rien. Bon, c'est parce que c'est là que ces choses-là commencent. C'est pas là que ça commence. Bon, maintenant, quand tu remplis la fiche d'application, des fois, c'est optional. C'est-à-dire que ce n'est pas obligatoire de dire si tu es noir ou pas. Mais celui qui saute, il ne remplit pas, on sait en même temps qu'il est noir. Parce que le petit blanc, il va s'empresser rapidement pour checker ce box-là rapidement. Donc, il y a déjà des comportements qui sont fondés sur le racisme, c'est-à-dire la discrimination, la différenciation. Tel est différent de moi, tel est différent de moi. La notion de famille est également similaire à la notion de racisme, je l'ai toujours dit. Pourquoi? Parce que la famille est fondée sur une certaine discrimination. Il y a des choses que Latif Bonfo fera aux membres de sa famille en termes positifs, qu'il ne fera pas à d'autres personnes, tout simplement parce que ces personnes-là ne sont pas de sa famille. Il y a des traitements négatifs que je vais infliger aux gens, comme Serge par exemple, et que je n'infligerai jamais à un Bonfo. Pourquoi? Parce que Bonfo, c'est mon sang. Sauf que la famille est fondée sur la discrimination de sang, alors que le racisme est fondé sur la discrimination de race. Il y a du racisme un peu partout. Donc, quand il y a un nombre de femmes alignées, je peux identifier parmi elles celle qui est ma mère. Ça, c'est une discrimination. Ça, c'est fondé sur ce qu'on appelle la discrimination. Ou bien les enfants sont alignés. Je peux dire, tel c'est mon enfant, lui, ce n'est pas mon enfant. C'est fondé sur la discrimination. Ça n'a rien à voir avec la couleur de peau, mais ça fonctionne exactement comme le racisme. Mais nous acceptons tout cela, M. Kossi. Nous acceptons tout cela. Maintenant, quand il s'agit de la race, c'est à ce moment que nous nous soulevons et nous pensons que nous avons, we have a talking point, we have this, we can do that. Black lives matter, all lives matter, all lives, to be honest with you. Maintenant, les enfants métis, ils sont là. Race, tu es à l'écoute. Toi, tu as des enfants métis. Je ne t'expose pas, mais il faut qu'on aille tout droit au but. Maintenant, tes enfants, ils sont noirs, ils sont blancs. Leur maman est blanche, toi, tu es noir. Mais comment toi, tu vas te comporter maintenant? Et eux, leur vie, au milieu de tout cela. Donc, je crois que j'ai beaucoup parlé. Monsieur Kossi, je te remercie pour l'opportunité. Serge, je te salue au passage. race et tous les autres. Peut-être qu'il y a d'autres qui me connaissent. Donc moi, je suis toujours virulent dans mes interventions. M'excuser l'emphase. L'emphase. I exclude my emphasis and my focus on this topic. I love it.
Monsieur Bonfo.
We need to be talking about, bro. Thank you.
Monsieur Bonfo, merci beaucoup parce que vous avez dit des choses vraiment réelles et qui doivent nous faire réfléchir beaucoup. Merci, merci, merci infiniment.
Merci bientôt. À bientôt. Bye bye.
In the background, we have a song from Hetty. You heard her doing some a cappella. She's wonderful. She's good. She's so good in what she does. So I think I have a caller on the line. Hello, caller.
Hey, this is Je suis Togo.
Je suis Togo. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing great.
It's another wonderful day in the U.S. And you know the topic of the day. What is the difference between Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter?
Okay, thank you for the question. I have to be honest. I was driving. I went to a quick meeting, so I didn't have time to listen to everybody. I have the chance to listen to the first caller and the last caller right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to give my opinion. I think, in my opinion, the last caller was all over the place. I don't know if he's a philosopher or whatever he is, but he was all over the place. We have to be able to separate what we are going through in the United States, what our brother Mohammed went through, and whatever he was talking about. They have been different periods in the United States history and the world history. When women could now vote, women vote matter. Does that mean that all vote didn't matter? No. It just means that women wanted to vote. When it was about the gay and the lesbian to be considered as their lives matter. Does that mean that all life didn't matter? No, it just means that they are going through a period of discrimination. And they want attention to be considered as everybody else. I challenge the last caller to find me instances where white people are killed just because they were resting in their car. It was 2 days ago, even in the midst of this protest. The one black guy at the window store, sleeping, resting, had a 28-minute conversation with the police, which ended up in him being killed. If it was a white person, do you think that person will be killed? When we say Black Lives Matter, does that mean that all life didn't matter? No, that means all life matter, but the black life is not among all life. Because what we see on the field, all the black people that are going out are activists that are fighting against the politics in their country, their home country. But these same people are facing a dilemma here, where they are not sure if their son go to Walmart, they will come home alive. Where they are not sure if their son go to school, they can come home alive. And they're not even sure that if they go out, they will come home alive. So we march, we go out because we want to live. What does that have to do with the fight that we are having back home? If we don't live here, how can we fight back home? So you're telling me that if somebody can't eat back home, then I can't eat here? Because we're going through a dictatorship back home. If we are going through a certain dictatorship in the United States, we can't fight that. We have to go back home and fight that before come back here and then fight it.
Don't give up. There is hope for you. Don't give up. There is
Come on, people, we have to be able to separate things. This is a different thing. It is something that we, even the caller, is leaving. This just reminds me when we were warning people about the Trump administration against immigration, and one Togolese was all over Facebook and saying, oh, Trump, blah, 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 Trump is for Africa, blah, 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 and now he's deported because he doesn't have paper. This same caller that just called, if he go to Walmart and he acts suspicious and they call the police, he might not leave. All lives matter, yes. But until they demonstrate us that all lives really matter, the Black Lives Matters, then that statement is a fallacy. A fallacy is a statement that looks true, that seems to be true, but is misleading. Can somebody really tell me that if all lives matter, and we have a picture, I have a post on my Facebook of all the people that were killed by the police, and there is no even one white, Asian, Mexican in it. This is the reality. So I'm not going to take the whole time. Okay. I'm going to give a chance to all the other callers to call.
Okay.
But I just want you guys to understand that.
Okay. Yeah, so Mr.
If you are not sure that when you go out or if somebody call a police on you, you will leave, your life doesn't matter. It's the reality. Your life doesn't matter. Thank you.
All right, so thank you very much, Je suis Togo, for the immense contribution. It's always a pleasure to have you online. Thank you. All right, so today's topic is a hot topic, and I have a lot of people calling. I'm telling you, it's a hot topic. So hopefully next week I'm going to come back with the second version where we're going to talk about why is it that a lot of the Africans here in the country, here in the diaspora, and also back home are not involved in this movement? Why? That will be the topic for next week. But in the meantime, I think I have somebody on the line. Hello, caller.
Yeah, it's me, Latif, Mr. Kossi.
Okay.
I know you understand that the previous caller challenged me on a whole host of things that I want to.
So this is a debate.
I have the right to answer.
Yes. So this is a debate. Is open for discussion. Nobody is hurting anybody's feeling. We are all trying to educate ourselves. So everybody's opinion matters, and there's no let me say, there's nothing like, okay, I'm offended or this and that. So yes, it's open for discussion. That's the only way we can truly educate ourselves and learn from what we are doing. So Latif, if you want to respond to him, that's fine, you can do that.
All right. No, yes, I just want to say a few words to say I fully understand where he's coming from, and the way he understood or understand my intervention, and the way I spoke, and how I see this issue, right? The only point I was trying to make, even though he thought I was all over the places, is that the rhetoric about Black life, if we just say all lives matter, all lives matter, if we just say that, there will be no discrimination even in the mind of the white folks about, life belonging to the Black people is inferior to the white man's life, etc., etc. So the main question, I guess, was this: how we treat ourselves is exactly the same way somebody else will treat us. So I'm in the logic that I have not taught Black people. When I say Black people, I'm not referring to the Black people within the border of America only. This is a wide description of black people all over the world. I'm even including more Africans into it, which actually makes sense regarding the topic you just brought for next week. You just spoke about for next week. Yeah, where are the Africans in this fight? What are we doing? Where are we? What are we doing? Yes. How do we treat ourselves? How do we treat ourselves? We cannot separate these two things from how the way the white person is treating us. We have to put it into context and realize that even among ourselves, we have a whole lot of work to do. Nobody is asking somebody to go back to Africa and fight for decolonization and then come back to America, then you will have a better life. No, I'm not saying that. I don't know if the person understood French, because I spoke in French. And if he does, I don't take offense either. I'm a man of debate. I love exchanging, and I don't feel, by the way, I don't feel offended. Okay. This is a quid pro quo. This is an appointment of giving and receiving. You know, you scratch my back, I scratch your head. So I just want him to look in the other direction, because if you have 100 people here right now, 99 of them are going to say Black Lives Matter, because we're under the impression that only Black lives are being taken and only white people are taking Black lives. And the reason even we're here in first place, when I say here, we as immigrants are here in the United States in first place, it's because we don't even have a better treatment in terms of our origin, genuinely speaking. It's because we don't even have a comfortable life somewhere else. Life condition is so hard in Africa because we know why. We know exactly why it's happening like that, because of the mistreating of ourselves. So I don't want to be under the impression that, yes, when a Black person kills a Black person, it doesn't matter. But when the white person kills a Black person, then it matters. Before even we finish this discussion here tonight, in Southside Chicago, there will be killing among Black people. How about we address that to start with, so we can show these folks on the other side that we also among ourselves care about our own life in first place. Then we send a strong message saying, if we show you enough that we care about our own life, this is not about Walmart or whatever or Chick-fil-A. No. If we show the other people through our actions and our behavior that we care about our own life enough, I think we don't need a slogan. We don't need any other type of statement to tell these people that if you dare touch our lives, then you're going to be in trouble. We don't need to do all that. So the fact of the matter is we got to get to the root of the problem. The root of the problem. So if today we're here chanting Black Lives Matter and all this, we're just telling about the smoke. The smoke, but the fire that is causing the smoke is within us. It's tangibly inside ourselves. I'm not even saying among ourselves. The Black means our own heart. And when I say that, I'm talking broadly about the Black people. I'm talking about Africans as well, mostly. I'm speaking to them. Okay. Let's treat ourselves genuinely. I have a lot of this is my last note on this topic. This guy, there was a guy. I think it's Dr. Umar Johnson. Mm-hmm. He's been encouraging all African Americans to go back to Africa. I think Akon is in the same logic. And there was another guy, he's a diaspora. He's on Facebook. He talks a lot about those topics. He's been encouraging folks to just go back to where we come from. You know, matter of fact, the only race that is not racist is a Black race. We're not racist. I think we also need to start pulling our race card a little bit toward other people. We may also need to be a little bit discriminatory, like discriminate against other people, so we all know together that we have one enemy. We have the same enemy, right? Okay. So I was in a classroom where this guy, I never talked to him, but there was a teacher that I didn't like in that classroom. You know what? That guy that I didn't even know, before he and I we became friends. Why? Because we had the same enemy. So let's identify ourselves, know who we are. It's a part of knowing who we are. This is not me being all over the places or being out of a topic or not talking about, not focusing on the topic at hand here. No, it's me trying to relate to every single aspect of this problem. But the backbone of the problem is ourselves. Let's look within ourselves.
So Thank you so much. Yeah, so Mr. Bonfo.
Go ahead. You have a question. You have a follow-up question?
No, I don't have a follow-up question for you. So thank you so much for your contribution.
Thank you. No problem.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. So submission made by Mr. Bonfo. I think his point is that before we go out there to fight other people, we have to make sure that there's no fight among ourselves. I always ask myself this question, when slavery happened in Africa, who was taking their brothers to the white man to sell them? So who was taking the black people to the white man to sell them? Ask yourself that question. So yes, I believe that we also need to love one another. But Mr. Josie Togo, I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to call you myself. I have another caller on the line. Hello, caller.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Fine evening.
My name is Sena, and I was listening. I've been listening to all the callers, and I tend to agree with Josie Togo to some level, because we are not talking about what's happening in Africa. The focus is on what's happening in the US.
Okay.
So if we have to be talking about that, then we have to bring that topic for another day. And it may have to be framed differently, because we do have tribalism going on in our countries. But at this point, when we are talking about Black Lives Matter, it's not saying that other lives don't matter. Other lives matter, but at this point, we are not getting the fair treatment everybody deserves. For instance, in the 80s or in the 60s, during the time of the segregation, black kids were not allowed to play with white kids. Do you know how emotional that could be? Do you know how mentally deranging that could be for a child? Growing up knowing that I'm not allowed to ride my bicycle in a certain neighborhood only because of the color of my skin. These are deeply rooted problems. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
And then to make the matter worse, when you go out, like my husband and I, we've been stopped several times, and my husband my husband asked them what's the reason for being stopped, and they keep telling him, you look too young to be driving a Mercedes. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Would you stop a white person for driving a Mercedes? No, you wouldn't. So why do you stop me and give me such an excuse? So when we are saying Black Lives Matter, it's just drawing attention to, the brutality, the cruelty towards black people. If white people want to create White Lives Matter, nobody is stopping them. If other people want to create it, nobody is stopping them. But, at this point, I think the message is clear and everybody sees it. So if white people, brown people, Hispanic people, Caucasians are all going out protesting, in favor of Black Lives Matter, that should tell you something.
Okay.
So that's my bit. And
so let me ask you this question. So do you think charity starts at home?
Do I think I didn't get that.
Do you think charity starts at home? Like, like French people say, la charité bien ordonnée commence par soi-même. Like, if you want to be charitable, you have to start it from your own house.
Oh yeah, charity starts at home. Yeah. Charity begins at home. Yes.
Yeah. So do you believe in that?
I do believe that, but what I'm trying to say is that I think we are mixing up the topics, because we are not talking about what is happening in Africa. We understand Africa has a huge problem, and as the last caller called and said, we have to go to the base. Yes, but that is a different topic.
Okay,
it's a different discussion for another day. Why are the Americans leaving to go stay in Ghana or in Togo or Africa? Because they're having much peace, and I've been listening to all these people who are returning, and what do they say? We don't get stopped by the police and the gun is pulled at us. And they are like, we are breathing in Africa. So what's the problem?
Okay.
It's not the same. I don't think it's the same topic. Yes, charity begins at home, but right now we are talking about what is happening in the USA, not what is happening in Africa.
Okay. All right. So, Sena Boatin, It's always amazing to have you on the show. Great contribution, great debate, and I love the point that you also make. So thank you so much, and I hope to have you online again next week for the hot topic. So next week we're going to actually talk about why is it that the Africans in the diaspora and back home are not much involved in these fights against inequality.
All right.
So we talk about that next week.
Problem.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for putting this together all the time. It's always a pleasure.
All right.
And it's very educational. So thank you and keep up the good work.
All right.
Have yourself a good day.
All right. Bye bye. Okay. So you heard it from Sena Boateng all the way in Canada. She made a good point, and she said she's siding with Je Togo. That it's true that all life matter, but at this point, Black life matter because this is the race that have been marginalized for so many years, right? So, but one question I also asked was, do you guys remember in the time of slavery, right? Who was selling or who was taking their own brothers to the white people to get some money or to get some stuff? Who was doing that? That's the question that we also have to ask ourselves. But anyway, next week going to be a different topic. But right now, I think I have Josie to go on the line, so I'm going to bring him on. I know he has a lot to say to Mr. Bonfo, but okay. But it's all about discussion for us to share our ideas. So I know nobody's taking any offense. This is open for debate because among the African community, we have to start talking about this. That's the only way we can forge ahead of the big battle coming in front of us. So, Josie Togo, are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right. So I know you'll be yearning to, respond to Mr. Bonfo. So what do you have for us?
Okay. So I have to respond to Mr. Bonfo because I still think that he's mixing apple and oranges. You asked a question to the last caller. You said, "Do you believe in a charity? La charité bien ordonnée commence par soi-même." Let me ask you a question. You've been teaching in the United States, right? For free.
Yep.
Do you believe people in Togo need that teaching?
Yep.
Why are you teaching these people instead of going back home and then teach them first?
Do you want me to really answer you?
No.
Okay.
I don't. Because
but anyway, I also go to Africa to teach a lot. You can see some of my video. I was in charge last year, and this year I'm supposed to go to Equatorial Guinea. So I do teach in Africa too. Okay. I just want to say that.
There is a lot of us that do charity here. But we don't have to go back home to do that charity because when we live in a community, if that community is impacted, we are impacted.
Yep, that's
true. Take the case of our brother Togolese that was shot. If another president was in power, okay, they can intervene if we push. But how do you kill your own people in the United States and then ask Togo some accountability? The reason why people in the diaspora are able to put a pressure in their country is because they are able to show that there is a different kind of life here. If we can show, this guy, he's saying that we killing each other, but we're not respecting each other, but we want another race to respect us. What does that have to do with the little boy that was playing with a toy gun in the park and then got shot? What does that have to do with somebody that is resting in his car, has a 20-minute easy conversation with the police and then end up being killed? Our brother that became an American here, jogging, and was hunted and killed. What does that have to do with people killing each other? You have that in any country. You have that among any race. Black kill black, white kill white. That's another discussion, another topic for another day. Okay? He's talking about Akon encouraging people to go back home and then build there. Who is against that? Why is he still here? Why is he not back home yet building? What does that have to do with somebody who is in the car with his girlfriend and his son or daughter in the back of the car, who warned the police and say, I have a permit, like every white person. And the police asked him to reach for his permit and then went and then kill him. How many times have we seen white people march with guns or fight with the police trying to take the gun from them? And they warned them, I'm going to tase you, and they end up catching them. They didn't kill them. Come on, people, we need to know. On choisit sa bataille. Every fight has its moment.
Okay.
If Martin Luther King has said, black people sold us, we need to go back and then stop them for selling us before we can fight against the slavery. Our black people in Africa cannot vote. They don't have independence. Let's go back and then fight before we come and then vote, fight for our independence. Do you think me and you will be in this country? You fight in the community. It's just like when you brought a topic that's saying that, do you need to build and take care of your family here before you build your retirement home? You see what I'm saying? You take care of your own. If I am not well here, how can I support my family back home? I gave an example. You asked me a question last week or the week before, and I told you that my son is in jail in my own house. The community that I live in, I don't even let him take a walk. He likes to bike. He can't bike without me. When he's driving, I'm scared. I don't know if he's coming back home. That's why I'm marching. But it's that called, what is his name again?
Mr. Bonfo.
Mr. Bonfo, His reasoning is not wrong. But it's not pragmatic. It's just like people who said that we cannot change Africa if we don't go back to our roots. So that means we have to erase Christianity. We have to erase all important religion before we can move forward, which is impossible. Yes, you can have ideas, but those ideas are too radical. The question that I asked him, and I challenged him, if a white person called the police on him, I'm telling him to go and then argue with a white person, and then that white person will call the police to see if he will leave. Then he can come and then tell me that all lives matter. I just think that I'm sorry, I'm not trying to put him down or belittle him, but I just think that his ideas are radical. When we say Black Lives Matter, that has nothing racial. We are just claiming that we want to be treated like my brother, my sister, that is white. What is he saying to all the white? We have more white walking with us than black walking. Just like when Martin Luther King was walking, there has been more white walk with him than any black.
So when he called the first time, he also made a very interesting argument saying that what should we just say all life matter, meaning that we all should be treated equally, than just to say Black Lives Matter. What do you think about that?
Are you
because
equal?
Yeah, he said that.
Are you treated equal?
Yeah, so no. So
no, I'm asking you a question. Ask him if he's treated equal. I'm not treated equal. Has he ever? Okay. If he want me to say all life matter, why am I stopped in Great Lake, Iowa, by a police woman just to ask me if I have a warrant? At the time, I was teaching as a professor in the university. Why was I stopped by a police to talk to me just to smell me to see if I was drunk? Why was I called by a policeman as a monkey? Why me and my wife traveling? In a liquor store, my wife took a bottle of wine, and that lady walked to her and then said, "Ma'am, I just want to tell you that this bottle is expensive, and I don't want you to drop it because it will be a price burden on you." Why would I say that I'm not equal with the white right now? It's good on paper. That's called fallacy. Until I am treated equal, I'm not equal. If he thinks he's equal, good. That's what we want. I guarantee you that you, DJ Azoumaro, you don't think you are equal. So that's my thought.
All right. Jesus Togo.
So, yes, sorry, I'm passionate about that because when it comes to politics,
it's okay. That's why
I'm in politics. That's my passion.
No, that's why we brought this topic for us to talk about it. So that's good.
Another one point.
Yeah,
that's very important. In 2008, I tried to tell my Togolese brothers to go to Lincoln and then take a march. Against a bill that the Republican was trying to pass. It's called the Anchor Baby Bill. That bill was trying to ban anchor babies to have benefits like Medicaid, food stamps, housing, and all this. Does your caller know that his kids are anchor baby because he was not born here? Do you hear on TV that Texas tried to pass that bill too, right? If we are equal, how come my child that is born here is different from a white kid that is born here and their ancestors come from Europe? Okay? No Togolese went with me, but we were able to stop that bill. Now people are trying to understand that when they used to say that, oh no, I don't do politics. If you don't do politics, politics will do you. If you don't go out march will march you. And then you will lose your life.
Yes, Togo.
So I'm gonna reaffirm it. That I don't know his name, but he's all over the place, and he's bringing fight that we don't need right now. Okay, if you want to go to Africa, like Akon said, that's a good thing. We need to go back and build our Africa. But if you are here and si tu n'es pas bien assis, can you go back home and then build your country? Akon came here, he became a musician, he's an actor, he's a producer, he has $1 million. Now he can go back and then build. Do you have the power that Akon has? Does the caller has the power that Akon has? Okay, c'est-à-dire, n'amenons pas des discussions utopiques. Merci beaucoup.
Okay, merci beaucoup pour l'intervention. It was great, and I hope more people will call us to talk about this. Thank you so much. All right. So, guys, I'm going to play some little interview from Lisa Leslie. She's a WNBA star. She had an interview, I believe, last week, Sunday, on CNN, and I love what she said. So I just want you guys to hear it, but the phone lines are still activated. You can call me on 240-608-9264.
There's no way for me not to be affected personally because my husband walks out the door every day. In fact, my husband is a part of the essential workers. My husband is a pilot. He flies a 767 for UPS. He went out every day, even on his time of vacation, to make sure that there were masks flown across this country and ventilators. But he still has to drive home from the airport. And so there's always that thought and the possibility of him not making it home just because of the color of his skin. And then I'll go even further. Listen, our people, all the black people that are here in America, we are the descendants of the Africans who were stolen. Think about it, which means that we are the strongest people because they took us and they did an evaluation by teeth, by feet, by body to make sure they had the strongest Africans they could have. As descendants of those people, we are bigger, we are stronger. Naturally, my son is 5'2" and he's 10. Right now, people look at him and go, oh my God, he's so cute, he's so adorable. What happens when he's 17 and he's 6'8"? Now he comes from being cute and adorable, made straight A's since he's been in kindergarten. He goes from cute and adorable to a threat just because of the color of his skin and size.
Can you imagine?
America, I'm begging you, we have to change the way we look through the lens of America. We have to change these stereotypes that we create for each other, and we have to change the systemic racism. And yes, everybody can say, but you guys got to go vote. You guys got to, do it for yourselves. We're not asking for any handouts. We're just asking for an equal playing field.
Yes, we're still here. Time coming up to 3 minutes to 8 p.m. I believe we're going to finish at 8:30. We have the topic for discussion, a hot topic, of course. What is the difference between Black Lives Matter versus All Life Matter? That's the topic for discussion today. I think I have somebody on the line. Hello, caller.
Hey, this is Sandra calling back.
Okay, Sandra.
So I just want to say I totally understand what our brother Latif was talking about. Do we have a problem in our race, like us as an African community, whether we're from Africa or born here or descending from our ancestors? Yes, we do have issues. We do have to love each other. We do have to respect each other's life. We do have to protect each other. But let's not get confused. Like, that's another topic. I kind of agree more with the big brother Justin Thoreau, because we're talking about Black Lives Matter in America, and that movement generated from the United States. Let's not forget about that. And it came from African Americans or people of color being mistreated just because they're Black. It didn't come from Togo. It didn't come from any country of Africa. So we have to be focused. Let's not lose ourselves by mixing up, all the subjects. I just think we have to, right now we're talking about Black Lives Matter, and let's focus on that. Another time, another day, we can focus on talking about how we need to treat each other, how we need to earn the respect that we deserve. But right now, it's not about that. It's about people mistreating us. We live that every day. Like, even if we not killed or shoot, we still live it every day at the grocery store, at work, everywhere you go. You can feel it that you'll be treated differently from other people because you're Black. So let's just not mix the subjects. That's another topic for another day. We can have that for maybe another Sunday. But right now, let's focus on the Black Lives Matter issue. That's all I want to say.
Sandra, Sandra, thank you so much for your immense contribution. Okay.
No problem.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Today the topic is hot. Charlie, me myself, I make basa for here. Charlie, I didn't know my listeners can make such a huge contribution. Very what will I say? I'm looking for a big word in English to use. Very what? I don't even know which word I should use. Very constructive argument, Charlie, these people, they are big scholars, so Charlie, me myself, I know they sit up. Hello. Bonsoir.
Hello.
Bonsoir.
Hello.
Hello, bonsoir.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
All right.
Hi.
Please, what is your name?
My name is Pipi. Sisi, por favor.
Sisi, por favor. ¿Cómo estás, señora?
Ok. Ça va. Comment es-tu, toi?
Ça va, on est là, on est ici, on est assis, on a le sujet du jour.
Ah, c'est chaud là, c'est vraiment chaud.
Je te dis, c'est vraiment chaud. C'est vraiment chaud. Même moi-même, je suis chaud maintenant ici. Bon, parce que. Donc, what is your contribution? What do you want to say?
My contribution. I think it's a sensitive topic, but I was watching it with my kids, and we was talking about it, and my daughter said she want to say something about it.
Okay.
So that's what I call.
Okay, so your daughter want to say something.
So let me give her the phone.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, how you doing? What is your name?
My name is Bernice.
Bernice, how old are you?
I'm 10.
You 10? Oh, you're a big girl. So, you know what we're talking about today, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your contribution to the show?
My contribution to the show is Black Lives Matter
Okay.
because Black lives are being in danger right now. But all lives matter.
Okay.
But Black lives matter right now.
Okay. Great point.
Until Black lives matter, all lives shouldn't matter.
Okay. Great point.
Because we all have Black inside of us.
So we all have Black inside of us. Okay. That's good. That's good.
So, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. We really appreciate your contribution. Just remember that you guys gonna take over from us one day, and you guys gonna be responsible for building this country. So we really appreciate you guys being part of the conversation now, because the future belongs to you guys. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye bye. Yes, we have to start engaging the young one into this conversation. It's a great point because they will be the future leaders. So they can start the fight now. So the phone line is still activated. 240-608-9264 is the line to call. And that's good. I really appreciate you guys. We still have about 26 minutes to go, so you can still call me. Didi d'amour, c'est comment, ça va? Vic Amignon, you are not calling today. Tu n'appelles pas aujourd'hui. J'attends. Hein? Dieu donné Daniel, on dit quoi? Sek, how you doing? Hey, man, topic of today is a very hot topic, I'm telling you, because hey Charlie, the calls that I'm getting today, it's not easy. People don't want to call you, Sandra. They are afraid of the topic. You know, it's like we, Black people, we are always shy. We don't want to open up. We don't want to say anything. We're just quiet in our corner. But I don't think that will help us because we have to voice things out. I know some of us are what we call the voice of the voiceless, but we all have to be engaged in a conversation because that's how we're going to start a change, by talking about it, right? That's very important. So please do call me on 240-608-9264 because we need to talk about it. So I'm still waiting here. We're still waiting for your call. I see today Sandra is on fire. Oh, Charlie, Sandra is calling again. Charlie, Sandra, Charlie, on va topic here. Elle est tonto.
Elle est tonto, sincèrement. I just wanted to add something, especially for my people, us who came from Africa and stuff, because I know some people say, oh, this is only an African American issue, and it's not. Because those people who are killing us on the street, especially our men, our sons, they don't really like check to see if you're coming from Africa or if you're born here or if you like whatever. Like as long as you're black, you're concerned. And we're not saying everybody has to go out there and protest, but we can all do our own. Like even if it's a little post here, a little like comment here, anything will be appreciated. And we have to do this for our kids. We can't just sit and hope that it's gonna get better, because we have to fight for it. We have to like grab it from them. That respect that we want. I understand we have to do it with our own people, but we need to get that respect from these white people who are racist against us. And we need to do that for our future generations, so our kids don't have to go through what we are going through today. That's what came up to my mind, and I wanted to call back and mention that.
Okay. Sandra.
Yeah.
Can
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. Dieu donné Daniel.
Victoria, Dieu donné Lydia. You guys need to call and voice your opinions. It doesn't matter if you against somebody or whatever. It's just like it's a debate. We can all express ourselves without feeling like we being attacked or nobody's gonna feel offended. We just have to like talk about it. That's the least we could do.
Yeah. So you see, my T-shirt is this: I'm a proud African American, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I want one of that.
Thank you so much for the call.
No problem. Bye bye.
Miape mawube dua bono Nuwo katale sime Udolele penya Wavi fafa penya Nagbade tete tiwo Wotame bubu penya Miape mawube dua bono
Hello, caller.
Hi,
Hello.
DJ, how are you?
Good. Who is calling, please?
Somebody you wanted to call.
Is it Vic?
Yeah, nice guess.
You see that, Charlie? I'm good in guesting, you know. So how are you doing today?
I'm okay. I came into the topic late. I just wanted to wait before I jump on.
It's a hard topic today, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know it's not an easy one, but my point is, I just feel like from the little time that I've been here, I think like at this point, we black people from all origin, I just feel uncomfortable because the civil fight that our grandfathers, great grandfathers has started here to get the right to vote is not over yet. We still have to do it. And this discrimination for me has been institutionalized here. So people just feel like it's normal. There are things we're supposed to fight for. We are not fighting for it. And we are coming here, we are having kids here, we are bringing our kids here. They are the next black people that's gonna be victim. And then Bernice, the little girl, she said it. Black lives are in danger and are being endangered. So it's our fight.
Yep.
So I don't think that we should sit back and say this is Black American issue. It's all our fight. And for me, people who are writers, they can start writing. People who sing, like TP French, they can sing and say stuff. And then when it's time to vote, our community is supposed to go out, vote for people. They have to know their agenda and know who stands for them, for their rights. So we can start having some changes and then fight for the police brutality to stop. It's not fair. So, like Sandra said, we don't have to mix the fights. Whatever is happening in Africa is in Africa, but right now we are here. And then we need to fight for this here. And I think if we succeed, we can go back home and say, this is how we did it for ourselves, for our kids, our grandkids, and we can change our country. We don't have the same system in our country, for instance, in Togo, so we cannot just leave and go start fighting in Togo.
Okay. Vic.
So, yeah?
Is that all that you got for me or you got more?
I just want to stop because I don't want to keep talking. Then we
you
might
can
have
talk.
people.
You can talk. Do you want to add something before you go?
Yeah, because, black people were emancipated just in March 1960. We have to know the history of black people here.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's like 50 years and nothing has been done. And they don't even have access to all those rights. So the fight is on, people. We all need to come on board.
Okay.
Getting citizenship is not the end of the world. We still have to fight, please, people. I'm not saying we should go have riots, but like I said, we can write, we can sing, we can march. Even in school, we have to stand up to defend our own rights for the respect of our color, our cultures. Please, we need to do that.
All right. Thank you so much for this great contribution. I didn't know you can be so constructive, bring good points like that. I think now I'm going to make it a personal point to be calling you for this show myself.
No, don't do that, please.
We need great mind like you to help us build our nation, So thank you so much for the contribution.
Thank you for giving us the platform. And thanks to you, we can speak. So we know that we have great people like Jesus Togo. I'm so proud of him, and I just want to say thank you for all he's been doing here since he got here.
Yep.
Yeah, so thank you, DJ Mark.
You're welcome.
You.
Enjoy your evening.
Right. Okay. You too. Bye-bye.
I think I have a caller on the line. Hello, caller.
Hey, finally, Cassandra.
Who is this?
It's me, Didi.
Hey, Didi. Hey, Didi Yolo.
I'm on vacation.
Hey.
I'm on vacation.
Hey, Didi Yolo. Didi, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Thank you very much for being part of the show yesterday. It was great to have you guys here. It was a very great show.
Yeah, thank you. All the things go to you because you make my birthday, everything like that. So, topic ya video
topic ya nyama bro. Ekpese, obe topic ya ekpese to.
Yeah. One video
Amokom gira be agbonya ko gbogbonya lo ba mo gbogbonya ke ba ibo. Tactic wa yen anto. Ora be wa mo gbogbonya ke ma do kanyare pe ngbale isi agbon.
E ka ile wa si agoba. Emi ke mi le pon tele joya effectivement mi le pon tele jola America ko to esclave de no va. Emi ke kamila gba gbogbonya ni be no ko mi ko ni gba kana ni no kwa. Mira que tu pi agbekola de amebola que tu Africa o no vamia por la famia no no to era tole va politique nga pe mo kwa ni que ne disi sie ni den ko am olo e protest ko do wa kiti api to mi ba ngo be ko na dressing to ta kwa donc amunya me era ni parce que black ye ko verani e ni que la venani ko verani kwa ni be mi ya kwa show be no pa no continue do wa no mi o kwa
I see.
Wane ndele menea. Nyano seko mi kaba. Maka me kubo konyare nka.
Enyare gumbalo wese.
Yeah, me your protest the country. We so proud of ourselves. Me le proud de ça parce que me le vraiment intelligent, me le kuko toka. Ni ma apprécié et moi je vois championnat de l'eau de kurekeo. Parce que jalousie les lames, les watchons nous on pour protest qui me doit bien continuer à protest à pour nous. Mais politique est un barrage de quoi.
I see.
Okay.
All right, Didi. Akpikaka. Maune yiro. Yo. Okay, I guess I'm gonna take one more call and then that will be the end. If you call me, that's fine. But exactly 8:20, I'm gonna be closing the phone line. Play 2 music and we'll close at exactly 8:30. So if you wanna call me, this is the perfect time to call me because at 8:20 I'm not gonna pick any more calls. Thank you so much.
La signebe Stoma blendi apo Kakadeji la signebe Yesu ma
Dia seudolo Makeno
Bobe mezukukue na miha Bobe mezwalo medenule miabo Bobe na deke mela sinyewa Yesu ma blendi apo Bobe mezukukue na miha Bobe mezwalo medenule miabo Bobe na deke mela sinyewa Kristo ma blendi apo Yema kemu afunu Aglonya deke o Yehowa nto awabana Yema kemu afunu Aglonya deke o Yehowa nto awabana Ye abawola de la sinye Katula de la sinye Eya tanye mafunu wakenu Aglonya deke o Yehowa nto awabana Abawola de la sinye Doyola de la sinye Eya tanye mafunu akenu Aglonya deke o Yehowa nto awabana
Akpena Milo was a lovely program, was a great debate. Now the phone lines are closed. I'll be back next week with another hot topic. Next week we're gonna be talking about why is it that a lot of Africans in the diaspora and back home are not in this movement to fight against inequality. So that will be the topic for next week. So it's gonna be another hot one next week Sunday at 6 p.m. With myself and I, DJ Mac, right now. We're just gonna do some gospel music. I'm gonna play 2 more songs. And we're going to call it at night. So we're going to close at exactly 8:30. So we have a long show. Like almost 2.5 hours. So it was a great one. I see you at Demayo Premier. So come on, ça va? Didi. So come on. Thanks for the call. Let's go. Let's do some few music, 10 minutes, and then we call it night. And we're going to sleep. Tomorrow is another day. Monday, a working day. Charlie. Like my friend would say, I'm doing well. I'm kicking like a bullet coming from a gun. Puyaka. Hey. Until no sendele me.
Aglonya deke o Yehowa nto awabana. Yema kenu abunu. Aglonya deke o Yehowa nto awabana. Abawola de la sinye Katula de la sinye Eya tanye mafunu wakenu Aglonya deke o Yehowa nto awaba Abawola de la signe, doyola de la signe. Eya tanye mafunu akenu, aplonya de ke o Yehowanto awa.
Ademayo, no be la you are your fifilo parce que nyane pour 20h30 wang palo. Ademayo, if you want to call me now. Else, I ain't telling me I'm closing because tomorrow I have to work. Antonio, America, so please do call me Ademayo. Premier, call me. I know you just joined and you have some contributions, so call me. I think I have my last caller on the line. Hello, caller. Okay. Okay. Encore quoi topic?
What topic? Topic ya ifi la mena me subonto.
Ni mablo. Amo totoja mom tele yora amo le voin.
Bon, et one next week ne ba attaquer ou parce que am kechi o mi yono ruwa e chanya linchi. Ni a question yibe différence qu'elle nyame via do mema. Bon, on me do or development almost sounded like they took it personal, but difference any benare and see maybe agree ele vivere voir ejole wasi bebe na ame boba we ame do jole so si bebe le vivere unene.
Okay,
c'est comme ça ame si ame bag le vivere voir pour certains on a l'impression que la vie du noir n'a pas d'importance. À partir du moment que mi réaliser mi remarquer les noirs y a motivité yodi et Black Lives Matter benyawatu, just to remind people that Black people's lives also matter. That's basically what it is. To remind those people who think Black people's lives don't matter because of the way they be behaving toward Black people. It was necessary that somebody comes out and remind them that, you know, our lives also matter. Et différence qu'un probable les meilleurs pour être court sur ma réponse.
Ok. Ademayo.
Nous qui n'avons pas on participer à un événement, on se voit la semaine prochaine.
Oh, enyake.
Yo chukara bejani le combien le kame bejani.
Oh, nyanko dagole. Nyanya ko dagbole. Baba bon. You come in pompo Ademayo. I'm so happy that you call. I really appreciate you guys because you guys are proving that I should be doing what I'm doing. So once again, thank you guys so much. Okay. All right, Maune Yiro. Zanenyo no. Whatever no wine the kaking ba mala nyegbe fa.
I'll do that.
Bye bye. Hey, this guy, Ademayo Premier, the guy, man, I love him. Je suis Togo. Thank you very much for the kind work. And you know, I'm doing my best to bring my contribution to the Togolese community, to the African community. That's all I can do. I don't know it all, so feel free if you have any contribution to the program. If you have if you think about ways that can make this program more successful, to bring more people into the show, to share what we have with them, to educate our people, please, you are welcome to do so, because I always say I don't know it all. I stand to be corrected. Okay. So we have about 5 minutes to finish. I'm gonna play about 2 songs and then I'll say goodbye.
Quand le vent soufflera,
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Latife. Say Latifa.
Latifa.
Look, I have a friend who was trying to call you from Europe, from Austria, right?
Oh, okay.
But the call couldn't have gone through. The call did not go through.
Oh.
It looks like he even called the direct line though. He tried WhatsApp. I think this number is on WhatsApp.
I didn't see it. It didn't come through.
Yeah. He said it couldn't go through. It was just beeping.
Maybe that time many people were calling.
Yeah, so basically he tried WhatsApp because he saw that the number is on WhatsApp as well. He tried WhatsApp, but it didn't. He said that one was ringing, but you didn't pick it up because maybe you weren't checking your WhatsApp.
Does he want to call now?
No, I'm not quite sure though, because I guess it was a late night over there.
Oh, okay.
And so he just told me.
Tell him that I'm so sorry I didn't see it, but next week I'll be back. So,
exactly.
Yeah, and
I would tell him to text you, to send you a text message on WhatsApp with his number. That way, next time if you see it, then you know it's him.
All right. Thank you so much. All right.
So the show is over, right? I'm not on the show.
You're on the show.
Oh no! I didn't mean to do that. Okay,
but it's okay.
Show. Hey, look, je vais faire une pierre, comment? Deux coups, une pierre, deux coups. Tu vois, le problème, je suis togolais, je le connais. C'est un monsieur que j'ai beaucoup admiré. Quand il a fait le fundraising pour Africa COVID-19 et tout ça, pour le Togo particulièrement, Africa ou Togo, je l'avais beaucoup apprécié. J'ai aussi suivi certains de ces trucs-là. We're just saying this to get some attention. We're getting attention, but we're not in the attention era. This is 21st century. I'm more attention than you are. I'm 1968. I'm only attention than you are. Vivia, mimba les logiques que on n'est plus dans la logique où on doit faire quelque chose pour avoir l'attention des gens. Non, on doit faire quelque chose pour avoir un résultat. Charity begins at home. Et tababla a de sona kware. Ni mate do vision limitée na problème. Okwabe et nous entendons le spirituel. Nous qu'est-il le plan de nous. Look, ne Africa be viole Africa mais on pas de dewa. Et a n'y pas le français mais alors anglais nous. Ami bon quelqu'un que les ringi apata momu les date pas de la Philippe Pekole. Ola pour les Chine, ola pour les Japon, ola pour les Américains. Et nous les spirituels comme amia toko la wea famille bon et le origine Kenya Africa ni bandiare. Africa todo la voler fou nous tout ban. Gamea, elle a radié, elle a se répandre, qui a pas mais il a du respect, même pour les contraintes, n'a pas chef d'État. Donc, il y a un problème, au monde, on m'a dit bien, mais vous venez long. Et souvent, ni nous exposé dans l'esclavage, ni nous exposé dans la colonisation, il y avait fait réaction, il y avait fait susso, il y avait me détourner, à me pounner, à me pounner, on est que, même trop, on a mis un peu, il y a dormi, tout quoi. Donc, nous, qui nous l'invité, il y a pas de bien au fifi. Même là élevé débat ni ben ya do big picture na noa ni maté limité do America o yiti ba polembe muni Walmart alo Chick-fil-A alo de viole Blainville park l'América de debe nyayo ke gbe ni wana respect de vie wa de vie ko le Africa wa so do la ko de tutu ban élevé vidinto ambe gbogbo de nyaya ma gbon po be ambe gbogbo de souhait do côté de toi dit que monsieur j'aime Togo à souhait de dire am Togo je suis togolais alors je suis Togo mais que monsieur doit les ambe gbogbo de so il y a que few people qui se sont retrouvés dit oh minute 1 minute lo et mi akemi le bébé yo volé o kumiade ni antomi mu le we kumia no vi ovo muni Africa de ko bele jole kemi le gbo be mi le we kumia no ori kaka do America ba ni pandi le fie lo kemi le so na mia do ko ole kwa kenya ja pour pourquoi moi visa nyem le offend nyem le I don't feel offended though et nyam le yobe je jagba kaka jesi be je suis togolais parce que le yobe ko et I don't even know his name that guy and all this o quoi expression o quoi demeanor o quoi attitude
no
enya be ni yagbe o ko bere emuta ende ka chora no akosi enyi bere ngba no fo be nya to nya o na mia no kwa e go be ne nyale do de anya kure ne ne ba sakwa parce que depuis be o fi amunya dire o pomunya ko munya dire mle wo lo voa ne amia wo no am do point out immediately the basic notion of respecting yourself and others is to try to know the name of the people, the person you are challenging. Only challenge move on just in you. If you are not just in that guy, I don't even know his name. Like you don't have to know my name. You know what I'm saying? I don't feed myself off your name. So je ne suis pas belliqueux, hein. Mais nene nyam le wa pona no. Nyam wa se nyanye komi. Covid are le bona sa ju fi jabe Covid moule Africa. N'est-ce pas? Mia to nyana no moule Africa voit. Yo faut étendre kaka so y Africa. Fifiare maltraitance et yo ami bol subir le kiki agondomiari. Et l'Africa, nous keti miami mati étendre so you. Ne nous le yo vodia on étendre ne so en Africa. Ne beni pepelea. Nous le font voir belé. Corona nous le font voir belé. Kaka wo curfew. O le nyona nema. Et nous exemple be vecteur me mato le Togo a moto opo de kadio le Côte d'Ivoire. Opo me kaka bané ku ne so wu. Do et nous que nous le font tio. Nous ko le senti drone anti le pali me va sané le mer. Wa ba faire blé keke. Nous que ça na colis aux âmes le Togo et va faire blé va colis ko bela sakin bela tous kultina avion et comme moi bela sa et autre mais ken bela tous kultina avion tele we. Nous le all over the place. I'm on topic. Donc et nous okikema o étendre so imiagbo fifiare o vo le wu amebo yo vo le wu amebo le America wu nuare ni do attention à le kiki agodovo fifiare et nous kele jora pe bon to ti l'Africa re ya so pe ya ni ya we zerika wakata do tu bi ma odevo ke baba we mi wodo lo amerebo le fi onu le fi nke ti o mjo itogo va le fi onu ma me ke to na me abo ma te fi onu le togo la te fi onu le togo Africa o le pe ya ye funu le fi onu le wan wa nu ko le fi wan ele itogo vi o traumé parce que nous sommes et se répète na do kiki agodomelo comme be obem le ekame ya zozoa enti be makbo ya maso conclure be nya kwata nde
America tobe hold the fire next week.
Yes,
you'll be back with the fire. Hey, hold it. Okay, thank you so much.
I love that guy. I love him. I love people like that. You don't just stay there and say yes sir. No, come up with another way of seeing the problem. Another way of solving the problem.
All right,
a new way of solving it. So that's all I'm for. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I love your music. I've been listening to it. I'm driving all the way from Virginia to Frederick right now. And I just love what you're doing, bro. And I encourage you to keep doing it. And we're going to rally a whole host of people around this thing. And topics such as this one will be coming on board. And we're all going to be debating with passion and love.
Thank you. Hey, Charlie, je suis Togo. I can see the fire next week, Charlie. Next week is going to be fire for fire. I think I'm going to change this talk show to be fire for fire. Hey, yeah, Charlie. Hey, je suis Togo. Today you meet your meter. Hey, Mr. Togo, you meet your meter today. Hey, Charlie. Fire for fire. You say, I say. Ogbele magbele. Nyado kunyewa le ponu yolo. Piam. But it's all good because we are all learning, right? Nobody's offended. We are all learning. No one is perfect, right? So we have to understand that no one is perfect. This is the learning process for us. We got to do the right thing. We have to share the knowledge. Everybody has to respect each other's opinion, right? No one is right. No one is wrong, right? So that's why we are having discussions like that. To have an open platform for everybody to express their opinion. So don't be afraid to express your opinion because no one going to crucify you. That's what we are here for. And I believe next week is going to be burning. Hey, Mr. Togo, je suis Togo, Charlie. Fire for fire. You meet your meter. I remember the first time we had this show was a fight between Sena Boatin and Je suis Togo. But today, Sena Boatin rally with Je suis Togo. Okay, next week we shall see. I know it's gonna be fire for fire. Guys, I love you so much. It's because of you I do what I do. And it's all about love. I'm a proud African American, right? Let me play one more song and then we say goodbye.
Oh non, nyanyem da tu parce que nous sujet rôle les discuter notre passion. Et bien envie que aussi on a aussi nyam nyam encore parce que moi expliquer que tu nyam nyam quoi donc que mieux première fois na kenglo non. Nyam c'est émission patao quoi ti amba c'est émission et yebe réponse à des frères. Donc nyam c'est yebe encore. Même d'un bien que ba yo
Even Kony, Monsieur Bonfo.
Ok, Monsieur Bonfo. Donc, je m'excuse. Mon idée m'a diminué. On avait caractère, là.
Oh, yeah, I know that for sure. I know that for sure. Yeah.
Donc, Monsieur Bonfo, nous laissez. Bienvenue aux passions pour vous. Bienvenue à d'autres domaines à discuter dans la passion. Et nous devons et donc, excusez-moi, ça pour le gars, il faut bien continuer. Donc, mon intention, ce n'est pas de te diminuer ou bien de t'humilier. Non. Moi, il n'y a pas d'intention. Mais, vous découpez ça.
Ok. Apology accepted on behalf of Monsieur Bonfo. I accept it. He's the brother.
Yeah, Monsieur Bonfo qui va venir. Et à part Black Lives Matter, nya so nu aso ko si ke nya no bi bogoro kun nya mu s'opposer na o nya no le nya do ko me nya to mi lo nu la ko le ke nya to mi lo le ke nya le ke ya ma comprendre ba no le glo be na mi mate no glo all black lives matter be all lives matter be nya to mi discriminate entre nous be discrimination elle est naturelle pour les valider ni que les nya. C'est à ça que je m'oppose. Pour le globé non bena, quand on mille les tu veux mille là ya webe ni ya ekon le globé ya wea que ekon a eba qui va au million que ba ya webe dira wedo. Ndo ishiku ne nebe nous. On laisse mer. Donc moi à mes pragmatiques no globé non mia pata yeah all black lives matter. You understand or acknowledge be no bena et nyam no bio le wu ke nyam to mi vona wa elle mo bena et nyam laisse aligner quoi moi parce que non nyam le d'ici ma nyam dina côté que les confortable je ne m'aligne pas avec des gens parce que la majorité est avec cette idée. Je m'aligne avec des gens parce que l'idée là est la bonne idée et l'idée là elle make sense na nia. Donc mais il y a des choix extra bon. Et non seulement, je vais réitérer que M. Bonfo, il y a un peu de comprendre donc, ma soeur a fait excuse, non, j'ai pas, mon intention, c'est pas de tout diminuer sans bénir encore. On va, nous trois, c'est après intervention, et tout le monde, c'est après encore. Et non, on est là. DJ.
Yeah.
Et mon nom de la réponse, tu minimises un peu avec impact au colledo les culture mais je voudrais te dire que topico amené pour impact au les communauté mais tout et réveillons au les cerveau mais automaticien wait and see the fruit.
Thank you so much. God bless you too.
Amen.
Okay, bye-bye. We're now la. Ajay. Eleve. Hey, who is calling my line? Maula Yirola. Sandra Maula Yirola. Dieudonné Maula Yiro. Serge Akpokli Maula Yiro. Lydia Maula Yiro. Vic Amenyo. Mr. Bonfo, je suis Togo. Everybody Maula Yiro. Aola. Godolo Maula Yirola. Aïe. On dit là non zindelebe. Ngono ngini ngono. Me kabale yoma. Oh Jesus Christ, ma jol anu tikonam la. Allo.
Allo.
Oh enu tikona mamla nyila. Oh.
La jol are kombe ma biohana jiji damu.
Oh le topic when you da biohana mo. Ma konu chanya. Okay, me call biohana.
Jiji damu kusandra la.
Okay, let's see.
coup, esse.
Esse chale kamea.
Esse le kame.
Esse amnyono lo mpo na mpo. Dada bianto mpo na mpo lo.
Ah, sino topica sen.
Ekwisento. Onto la no senele mengono ngini ngono.
All life matter boy. Les situations que les Joël entier ou le grand Black Life Matter.
Okay.
Yeah. So, il y a pas terminé les comptes. Même si on les donne, mais life et réunion. Ni pour nous soigner, c'est les qui milato des vieux, ni en anglais des vieux dès le bas âge. They all life matter. Genre, everybody need to be treated equal. Donc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Azoumaro Lydia, my little sister, thank you for calling, okay?
You're welcome. Love you.
Okay, love you. Bye. Mo pokpo le namila beregagbe mi achare maula we namilo. So thank you guys so much. No more call, please. If you call me, I will not pick. Don't even try me because right now I'm tired. I started playing since when? It's 2 hours 42 minutes of show. It's supposed to be only 2 hours. I'm getting to 3 hours, so it's okay. Don't call me again, please. If you call me, I will not pick. I will not even mind you. What is it? Nyanu tikona nyalo. So, mama di wine de manu mama na nyipa so So thank you guys so much for calling. It has been a great show. I love it. You love it. And I know that we're going to think about this the whole week. And I'm going to be having some interesting topic again maybe next week. And I have a lot of programs that I have. So guys, keep yourself together. Maybe next week, in the middle of the week, I might be having a show with a black police officer. The question will be the life of a black police officer. What is their life like when you're a black police officer? You know, what are some of the challenges? So I'm going to be talking to a black police officer maybe next week. We're still putting things together to have that talk show. So that, you know, the black police officer also should tell us what are some of the challenges they are facing as black in the police force. That will be another topic for discussion. And I have one of our own African police officer to have a discussion to talk about it. So I have great things for you guys. So remember Thursday I have my show, the Cyber Talk Show, where I talk about cyber security, how to secure your information. I show you some tricks about cyber. A lot of people don't know, but I'm a cyber security expert too, not just a DJ. So on Thursday 8 p.m. we're going to talk about cyber. We have a program called Cyber Talk from 8 to 8:30 p.m. On Friday night I'll be back with the Weekend Vibe at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. will be the Weekend Vibe. Then I'll be back on Saturday at 5 p.m. Saturday 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. with the second edition of the Weekend Vibe. And then I'll be back on Sunday at 6 with the hot topic again. So next week we're gonna have a hot topic. So I have all lined up for you next week. Don't miss it. I am a proud African American. What's up? So enjoy yourself. Have a good night. And I'll see you next week. All right. So I'll see you guys next week. So take care and, you know, enjoy yourself. Have a great night. And I'll see you next week. But before I go, usually I say something before I go. What I want to say is that live the life you love the life you live. Stay blessed. See you. Take care. God bless you. I'm out for now.
Camionnette chérie, menez-moi les douces, bien douce. Camionnette si chou, ramène tout bien. Avec outil chérie, n'a fait la au cœur. Propose, si voyager bien.
Wal doucement, moi biguet, ma cabiche à nos pieds. Camionnette, confiance, moi, à la douce roulée. Camionnette, moi, toute la vie, ma mère.